Ooh, let's start this week off right. All right. We have Nate Burnard. We have Aaron Turner. They're going at it again at powerslap 15. Round two. Can you feel the tension? Can you feel the hype? It's going to happen this time. It's going to happen this time. All right, everybody. Grab a beverage, relax, enjoy it all, and remember 3, 2, 1. That's a knockout.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. All gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the power slap king.
Slap some, baby! Hey, all right, Nate, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
Man, we just said it before we hit record, but here we are again. You ready?
Hey, we're back again. Here to do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the man in the building. Stair climber never reaches the top. It's infinite, but we're going to reach it today in the interview. Everybody give it up for Nate Burnard. My man.
Yo.
Hey, dude. So thank you for doing this. I know we might be on the sly real quick here. You got some stuff going on today at work, but I appreciate the time for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, honestly, dude, the only maybe more in-depth question I have for you is, are you feeling okay? I know the last match we tried to go around with Aaron, went sideways a little bit. So how are we feeling now? You think things are on track this time?
Everything's fine now. The last match, honestly, I get disappointed. I was really disappointed for Aaron and for myself and for everyone else, just because, there was so much hype to it. And leading on to it, I got sick, and, like, no joke, for everyone that doesn't know, I ended up having a upper respiratory infection, and I was fine all the way until weigh-ins. And then after weigh-ins, I went on a boat tour. And then after the boat tour, I kid you not, I couldn't breathe. I was feeling so cold. And so I was in my room, and in Louisiana, it's already like 80, 90 degrees outside. So I was freezing, shivering. I went in my bathroom, made my own made my own sauna in there. And then I was still shivering. I come out, I had my room set for 65 degrees, and then I was sweating my ass off. Like, nothing was just going right. And so I had asked them, I said, if I can, like, the team and the Power Slap team was great. They're just like, hey, if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. We want you to be 100%. And I'm like, to be honest, like, I'm not 100%. I'm like, and it was a judgment call really for me, just to be like, you know what, I can't go ahead and perform 100% if I'm 65 or 40%. It's not doing justice for Aaron, who's been training. It's not doing justice for everyone that's bought a ticket, for Dana and all the other people higher ups that are watching. So that was done. But right now, I've been taking turmeric shots every single day. I've been having energy, emergency powder mixtures every single day too. I've been trying to keep my immune system solid, so that way, we're good. I'm going to be wearing a mask when I'm on the plane. Like, I'm not planning on getting sick, period. And so, I feel great now. So I'm hoping that it continues to be that course, so that me and Aaron can put on the show.
Dude, thanks for that, man. Yeah, I know in the fight game, from the fans' perspective, all you see is canceled. We got this new match coming up, so I appreciate you walking through that. Was it just like a truck that hit you, man? Because it sounds like within hours you were just dead for the count.
No, I did the weigh-ins, and I was feeling a little gross. I only had the soup, and I think honestly it was just because I wanted to do the biggest, like, fuck you to, like, everybody, because I'm so on point with weight. And I for all those people that have ever missed weight or had to have another hour to make weight and stuff, I've never wanted to be that. I've always wanted to be prepared. I think the lack of hydration got me, maybe the travel, and maybe sleep too. And so, it just wasn't in the cards. As soon as the weigh-ins were done, I started feeling like garbage, and then it just hit me like a truck. That Friday, the Friday of the match, I tried to stay away from everybody. I tried to go outside for a jog, couldn't do that. Like it was horrible. So I, I got back home and literally like 3 days later, I was fine. But it's stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
But we're good, we're healthy, we're happy, and we're just ready to put on a show.
Good, man. I love it. Well, if being freezing in 90-degree NOLA weather wasn't telltale enough,
Yeah,
being sweating in a 60-degree hotel room is plenty of knowledge.
yeah, yeah. It was nuts.
Well, dude, so here we go, man. Aaron's up again. Aaron's I'm actually talking to Aaron right after this, so this will be interesting. But no, Aaron, he's always been a gentleman about the sport, no excuses. And the way you said it, I think is perfect, honestly. It wouldn't be fair to even him that if you showed up at 60, 70%, because that's not the real match. That's just kind of a
No.
halfway match. So the good news is you've had a lot of time to train for this guy, so your confidence must be pretty high.
Yeah, I've had literally about ever since they gave me the call for the original go. I mean, I've had months and months to train, and then even following from the loss of James Seekman, I've had months, and it's really almost been a year. So I'm ready. I'm excited, and big shout out to Aaron for when I had told him that I was sick on the last go. He had nothing but love, and he's just like, you know what, let's pray right now. So we said a prayer, over FaceTime, and it was that meant a lot just because of it just showed a lot of his character because he knows as bad as he wants it, I do as well. And going on to now that we have this finally get a rematch per se, I've seen his interviews and slap news and everything, and I know he's ready. I know he's gonna have a lot of animosity. I know he wants to take my spot, and my spot is it's not up for debate. I'm not planning to give that away. I'm ready. I'm I'm excited. I don't know. Right now I feel calm, I feel real peaceful. I felt very locked in and tenacious before, but now I've kind of got like a calm to me and a little calm wave of just like, you know, things in my life have been changing for the better and things have been awesome. And I honestly feel really, really good about this match. So it's just now we just gotta wait and see. But I honestly I feel great. I have no worries whatsoever. Whether I win the coin toss, whether I lose, I'm going in there. I know what I signed up for, and to be honest, this is the sport, this is the game, dude. I'm oozing right now with confidence, so I feel good. I feel really good.
Dude, I love that line. I'm oozing with confidence right now. Dude,
Yeah.
I bet you are, man. It has been some time. The training is still that same opponent. You're 100% healthy, which is huge,
Yep.
bro. And it's in Vegas. So
Yeah.
I feel like in your particular demeanor, I feel like when Nate is a calm warrior, he's a dangerous warrior. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's good to hear as well, my guy.
Yeah. We're back to where it started. I mean, the call initially started for me in Vegas, and we're doing it back in Vegas again. So I mean, I don't know. I feel good about this one. We're happy.
I love it, man. Well, anything that you think could change as far as your career? You go in there, it goes your way, you get the W. Do you think you stay where you're at in the rankings? Do you get another title shot? What do you think is for Nate after Vegas occurs?
I stay firm with my decisions as well beforehand. And then the same mindset of if I win this one, I believe I would need another match or two to be deemed worthy for a title match. Still stand 10 toes on that just because, you know, what champion would I be if I come off of a 3 loss and then have like what 2 wins? No, I that wouldn't really be a champion. I would need to be dominant. You know what I'm saying? So after this one, it's up to them. If it goes my way and I win, it's up to them. What they want me to do and decide. If they say, "Hey Nate, we want you for a title shot," generally that's gonna have a lot of prayer behind it. But I from what I'm thinking of right now, I'm probably going to decline it just in the aspect of I don't fear any man. It wouldn't be I wouldn't be a worthy champion. There's other guys in line that have, solid or good records that have been winning multiples at a time. going. Like Doran, for example, he's been winning, and I honestly want him and DeBell to run it back. To be honest, but that's only if I win. Now, if I lose, it's like right now everyone's saying it's a make it or break it thing, and that's generally the right. It's 3 losses in a row. I'm not gonna be blind or naive to the fact of my record. So if I lose, I might be done. You know.
Wow. Well,
So
we won't focus on that part of it, man.
yeah, we're not trying to focus on that, but I'm just trying to keep it so real.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no, dude, you definitely are. I mean,
yeah,
the last time we spoke, I mean, it's been a minute, but the last time we spoke, you said the same thing. I think I need a couple matches, a couple wins.
mhm.
Dude, I respect the honesty so much. Do you feel like, in a weird way, you're kind of, currently the gatekeeper to getting a number one
Yeah.
title shot or the belt? Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's been saying that I've been like the gatekeeper and like why am I at number two? And I've even been thinking that myself. Why am I at number two? After the bell, after Ryan, after James, why am I still at number two? And they see something in me that I still don't see. You know,
Interesting, man.
and maybe it is that. Maybe it's the gatekeeper. Maybe it's I. Also, me and Stevie Gray Payne. Shout out to him. We were the first figures in Power Slap ever that had the build that they want to look for, fit, physical, football background, or some rather, but like we look the part that it looks like an actual sport, not just guys coming up straight off the couch or from an alleyway slapping each other. We look the part, and we have a little, swagoo about us.
Yes, sir.
There's a little something that the people like. So it's I don't know. I am the gatekeeper, and so I mean, James beat me, yeah, but did that make him pass the gate? No. So I don't think Aaron's gonna pass the gate too. I feel good, man.
Good, good. No, I love to hear it, man. Look, that thing, that is real in the fight game. Like people that have that, as you said, that swagoo about them, you know what I mean? That little
Uh,
presence. And it doesn't matter necessarily. I mean, the long haul, maybe as we're talking about it, but not necessarily does it mean they're in or out. It means they put on a good show. And that's why they
right.
keep you around and keep doing your thing. And I think that's what you do, man. Like, win or lose, you're gonna get a good show with Nate. And the
Yeah,
fans know that, dude.
yeah. I mean, I'm not much of a. I need to be. I need to fill in more of my outwardly commotions towards everyone and, playing up the crowd and stuff, which I do because, you will be forgotten if you don't. I don't know. I take things as a business matter, but I don't know. I've always, anytime I step in a room, there's always, not tooting my own horn, but my pops has even said this to me that there's always just a presence about me that, people know I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So it's, it's just like that. So we're gonna make that presence known.
I love it, dude. I love it. Well, hey man, we won't keep it much longer, but I gotta say, it's been fun watching your career. It's crazy to think, bro. I've been thinking a lot about, as you know, for some odd reason, I've been thinking about life lately.
Yeah.
And with the passing of my pops and stuff, I've been even thinking about the podcast a little bit. And dude, it's been quite the ride. It's been, you know, over a year now, talking to everybody, all you guys. And I just want to say it's always exciting to follow your career, guy. And I absolutely love that you still keep coming on, and I appreciate your time.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you. Again, my condolences for you, and I know that I can't even put into words how it must feel towards you, but I know that you and your family, this is a time that you guys need each other the most.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And what a way to bring the family together other than October 3rd, Power Slap 15 in Las
Right,
Vegas, baby.
right.
Well, Nate, brother, we will, if you have time, we're doing sweet talks again. So come up in person, healthy, health is number
Yeah, I'll
one.
be I'll be good. I'll make sure. I'll
Okay.
be there.
Okay, right on, man. Well, hey, where can everyone find you on social media? It looks like you got a shit ton of followers since the last time I found you, man, or talked to you. Not found you, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Power Slap's kind of been blown up for me. I originally started at like 3,000, and then through the course of the 2 years, it's just been blown up. A lot of them been locals coming up and everything, so it's been exciting. But yeah, follow me at Nate _Burnard, Burnard. NARD, and you'll see me there. But it's I don't know. I'm not really much of a social media person. I just kind of post what I post, and I know Power Slap wants you to promote, but I like to do things in my own way, in my own time. So yeah,
No, dude, that's good. Like, all that means is if people are paying attention when you do post, it gets a lot of eyeballs. You feel me? So
yeah,
that's okay, man. Hey, Nate, let's hang out for a bit and let this bitch upload.
absolutely,
All right, thank you, sir.
yes, sir.
Oh man, oh man, are we gonna do this again? Are we ready?
Gonna do it. We're ready.
All right, all right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the man in the building. One Sin City wasn't enough, so we're going to another one in October. If you're going to slap, I'd rather you do it in the house. October 3rd, Aaron Turner's coming at it again against Nate Burnard. Everybody give it up for Aaron Turner. Ah, man. Good to see you, dude. It's been a second.
It's been a second, a little bit of a break, but it's definitely good to see him be back on with Slap Son.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Dude, it's funny because I just got done talking to Nate, and I'm going to open up with one of the questions I asked him as well, which is, you've had so much time to prepare for each other. We had a little bit of a hiccup, but now it's on again. Is your confidence through the roof because you've had so much time to prep for this guy?
For me, I think I'm just more active than what Nate was. I mean, it's been a year since he's competed. I mean, I know he's definitely had time to really think about these things. He's basically hasn't competed in over a year. He has 3 straight losses, so I know he's definitely looking for some redemption. I know I'm someone that's standing in that way. So he needs to do what he needs to do, and I got to do what I got to do. So my confidence, is where it's always been. I'm always here to compete. I'm always here to win. So my confidence doesn't really change. I definitely just know that this redemption, going against Ro Montana was a good one. And then now I'm just ready for Nate Bernard.
Dude, I love it, man. I love it. We still coming out with a heel mentality?
The whole heel thing, I think, was, no one ever really forgets their first loss. So I think going off my first loss, I was very disappointed in my performance. A lot of people were hyping me up ever since, I had my first knockout, and it just didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. And then going to the decision against Roe, there's a little bit of speculation going on if he really has the power or not. And for me, it just gives me motivation to just really push through this redemption tour that I have, because I know Nate is having one himself. So it's going to be an intense matchup for sure.
No, absolutely, man. And anyone who's questioning your strength is kind of fucking crazy, because I've seen your Instagram, I've seen the deadlifts, I've seen all this stuff. I would say, fam, Aaron's got power. It's just a matter of placing that power, and then we might have a quick night on our hands.
Right. Exactly.
Dude. No, dude, that's so crazy. So I feel like, man, the sport's so much, it moves so fast. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, if you get this win, I believe you're 7th right now, but shit, that could, rocket you up to top 5 for sure. What do you think?
Right now the only thing I'm focused on is Nate Bernard. Whatever happens, move up or down, I just take it as motivation, and I continue just to get my redemption. That's just what I'm here for. I didn't get to move up from my last one. I kind of understand why, but also don't understand in other ways too. My last 2 matches, that were scheduled, didn't fall through. James Seekman didn't fall through. Nate Bernard, 12-hour notice, didn't go through. So I felt like I've just been, what I would like to quote, a good soldier to power slap, taking these fights and, deciding to perform, because that's just the way that I am. Like, there's never been a time where I'm just like, I'm not going to face this dude because whether it fits his record or I've just never faced him before, or, I've never seen his matches before. It really doesn't matter. Like, I'll take on anyone at any second. So I was hoping I'd get a little bit of a rise in my rankings, but it didn't happen. So that kind of fuels the fire a little bit for me, just like, for Nate, understanding that he's lost 3 in a row. So we're going for blood, really, when it comes to October 3rd.
No, I would agree with that, man. Like, the anticipation, the edginess, not, I wouldn't say edginess, but I would say the anticipation from Nate's side, you can feel it. I mean, you just said it. He's been out for so long, and then he just worked, and then right at the finish line, I gotta go because of some sickness and circumstance. But I think, and give me your take on this. Do you think that actually really is in your favor because you have been active, taking stuff on short notice, still following through, whereas he has just kind of been able to work in the background, but really hasn't been on the stage?
I think just working in the background is just, something that he's really feeling himself to do. And I don't think it's a scapegoat by any means. It was unfortunate that he was sick. We kind of talked about it behind the scenes, about it. I was kind of bummed for him because I know he'd been training so hard and he's just looking to move up the rankings just like me. So at the end of the day, you got to respect the fact that he's doing a lot of the hard work behind the scenes. And unfortunately, it didn't work out in NOLA, but now we're in Vegas and we're about close to 2 weeks away.
Man.
I'm just ready to compete, man. That's all there is to it. I'm ready for my redemption. He's ready for his. So at the end of the day, it really is going to be who wants it more.
Yeah. No, that's real, man. Do you think, in boxing and like MMA, they talk about ring rust? Is that
hmm
even a thing in power slap, do you think?
I think in any sport, it would be football, basketball, baseball. When you've taken some time off, it's a lot different. Like, yeah, you can get bigger, you can get stronger, but just the atmosphere of everything, like it definitely does feel different. Like, he might be in better shape than me. He might be, um, he's a little bit rusty. I think have a little bit of favoritism on me just because I've been more active than he has. But I know he's been working hard and really developed his game. So I think that's really going to show October 3rd. And I think the same thing for me, just everything I've really been working on behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I literally just thought of that. I was like, well, shit, because it's so different and so specific. But I think you got a point, man. It kind of doesn't matter what you're used to doing. If you quit it for a minute, there might be some, not necessarily nerves, right? But it helps to stay active for sure, for
Right.
sure. Um, well, dang, dude. I think as far as like the fight goes, we've asked so many questions of you and Nate from the last one, and so to do this one, it kind of feels like a redo. So I think we've really covered that. I mean, both you guys are so ready. Both you guys are so game. Both you guys strong as hell. Both you guys are
hmm
hungry. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like the fans, they feel that. I know I feel that. So
hmm
in these next 2 weeks, what do you do? Do you just realize this is the task? You've already kind of prepped for it and kind of not take it easy to today, but just I guess my question is, are you calmer about this one?
Calm, it kind of depends on like how you situate calm. I mean, it's never calm when you're going against someone like Nate Bernard at all. He's physically fit, he's athletic, he's got a strike on him, he's developed his chin, and just the motivation I think he has. He has a lot to lose. And, for
Mm,
me, I'm coming off a win. So really, at the end of the day, is like, I can move skyrocket up the rankings. And for him, he might move up just a little bit, or, he has to compete in another match to hopefully get a second shot at the title against Damian DeBell. So between these 2 weeks, it's just I gotta outwork Nate, physically and mentally. And for this matchup, I'm really gonna be challenged on my chin because he does have a strike. Well respected to him. Most of his opponents he's shooken up, he's moved. Other than the one instance with Damian DeBell where he had to be on the receiving end, he didn't get to strike Damian DeBell, no matter what could have happened in that title match. And so again, I think it's really going to come to power and size. I'm going to face somebody with a lot more power than I've faced before, other than Wes Mena and Brian Ellis. Brian Ellis hits pretty hard, and I think for him it's going to be different because he's mostly towered over guys he's won against, and I think
that's
this
true.
go around is going to be a little bit different for him. He's going to be facing someone that's going to tower over him just a bit. So it's a match made from the gods, I got to say, like from the heavens. Kind of just look up and it's like I've gone every match that I've wanted. I know some of them, kind of been canceled, but I mean this has definitely been on my Christmas list for a while. And I hate to be a little corny, but October is buffalo hunting season, actually in the U.S. So come October 3rd, Nate Bernard is on the menu.
Dude, I love that. October's buffalo hunting season. Dude, that's
It is.
awesome. Um, yeah, honestly, it's funny, right? Because we say this every card, bro, but like this is so much bigger, so much more excitement. And it really feels like in the air, there's not a lot of, I don't know how to describe it, and maybe you feel the same way, but I feel like every match coming up, I know we had one replacement already, but I feel like we're not going to have these last minute things going on like we've had the last couple cards. I think people are locked in, dude, and I think people want to go after this as an actual, for lack of a better word, an actual career. You know what I mean? Like everybody's more locked in, and I don't think people are going to be backing out unless, you know, God forbid, health problems or whatever. But but it feels like this whole card is going to come together amazing.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an amazing card. And again, you know, I'm going to say this, and I'm sure Nate would agree with me. Me and him are a main event. No question about it. And I know it's probably because we've struggled a little bit. They're kind of going to put us on the prelims. But if you think about size, you think about stature, and you just see the athletic abilities and the way we just performed in our matches, this is a main card fight. You know, I think a lot of people are speculating that. A lot of people are commenting this is the match to be. So, you know, a lot of these, I'm not trying to diss on all of these other matches, you know, like, you know, I'm excited for Keones and Bordeaux trilogy, the first ever trilogy for Power Slap, but also you got two heavyweights that are going to be going at it who are freaks of nature that you're going to see. It's like Godzilla versus King Kong is what you're going to be seeing. So,
hey man, I agree. I mean, rankings alone suggest main card, right? So the fact that the rankings suggest it, and the body types and the skill level, I'm on board, man. I mean, come on, what do you got to do? What, Erica, Frank, you watching? Let's put these guys on the main card, man. Let's do this thing, baby.
Erica and Frank do a great job.
They're great, man. I'm just busting their balls. Yeah,
they've been great. Yeah, no, of course you got to bust their balls just a little bit. Like that's just the industry that they're in. But they do a great job of the matchmaking, and they work really, really hard to put it together and put people that they trust or people that they know that are going to bring in views, are going to bring the people in. So they do great.
Absolutely. No, absolutely, man. I say this all the time. I'm so happy I'm not a ref, a judge, or Erica. Ref, judges, and Erica, I don't want those jobs, man.
I think being a ref would be harder. I mean, they also do a great job as well. You know, I know I've only had two refs. I've had, you know, Mark Smith, who's amazing.
Oh,
who's
Mark's
the head
great,
ref.
yeah.
And then Jason Herzog, you know, he's done amazing too. But Mike Beltran, I haven't had yet. I'd definitely love to have him as a ref for sure, because he just takes his job so serious and he does very, very well. So they hats off to them, and hats off to our catchers as well. They make this possible for us.
Yeah, 100%. And I think more so, you really could make an argument, man, when it comes to reffing a sport, slap is the most scrutinized. I can't think of one card where people weren't walking away pissed off or extremely happy and they blame the refs.
Right.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens. It's the name of the game,
man. That is the game for sure. Well, hey, man, thank you so much for coming on. Like I said, we kind of know the questions and the answers, but to get the feeling again on the interview and to see your face and to get this energy out there again for the next couple of weeks, I appreciate you so much for coming on, brother.
Appreciate you, Joe. It's always an honor to be on with you. So I definitely appreciate your time, and hoping to wish you the best in your family as well.
All right. Thank you so much, man. Let's let this thing upload and we'll hang out for a sec.
Dope.